Hi, welcome aboard. Hey, Derek Sheridan here from Rust Belt Basketball Coaches Network, and I wanted to share these clips with you I'd made. In these clips, highlight some of my past teams who utilized the blocker mover offense, which we had a real passion for teaching when I was at Maumee High School, Lakeview back in the mid 90s. And then my last coaching position was at Delta High School. And these clips I created just to highlight or show or reference some of the most basic fundamentals that we spent an inordinate amount of time teaching during our practice sessions. So these clips are going to highlight shape ups, and a shape up is what we called when the cutter misdirects his chaser, the chaser being the defensive player assigned to the cutter. Screening angles, timing of screening are the basic emphasis of these clips. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. In this first clip, we're going to see Jason Wanamaker shape up. Jason's number 13. He passed and faded. And there's a really neat shape up by Jason and a solid screen by Sammy. So in this clip, there's again Jason, and we're going to see Dominique King, who has his head under the basket, and this is an action we call a free cut, where the modern lingo I think is floppy, but he's got a staggered situation on one side of the court, and then number 51, Sammy, it would be the single screen on the left side of the floor. And I want you to really focus on Dominique's shape ups here and a great shot fake and a really nice pass to the Sammy on the block posting up. There's a good shot fake, great pass. Clip number 3, Jason again on the shape up and really focus on this screen he receives. Jason has his head under the basket. So let's focus on his shape up. Does a good job misdirecting. Great screen by Dylan Klein. That was, he popped his feet perfectly. The timing was perfect. He caught Jason's chaser right in the middle of his trinity. So it doesn't get much better than that. Clip number 4, Dominique again, shape up, and then what we call a reshape up. And I really want you to focus on the screens. But Dominique was masterful at shaking off, misdirecting the chasers who were assigned to him as he was such a good player. Dominique did play college basketball at Glen Oaks, but and had a fantastic high school career. Had at Maumee High School, a 4-year varsity player. So Dominique just passed the ball, puts his head down around the basket. Here comes a free cut, another shape up, and look at those screens. Boy, they just got waylaid, and a great feed to the post to Dylan. Clip number 5, Sean McGovern, one of my favorite players of all time, a fellow Irish lad. Sean's going to make a great read, and I want you to focus on his hands when he makes his cut. And Sammy's going to make a good slip cut. And Sean just passed the ball, number 3. And here he comes off a single. Great fade. And right there, when you see Sean in the short corner area showing the football field goal sign, that was our sign for our cutters that we're fading. So the passer can see his hands, and there's Sammy slipping slipping in a direct line to the ball after he set that perfect flare screen. This is a team. This was my last Maumee team, so this was 2017. And on this team, I featured what I called hard hat workers, just tough nosed Maumee kids, hard workers, not the best athletes, far from it, but they were smart and they executed things really well. And Connor Greats has the basketball, and Connor was one of the better point guards I ever had in my 27-year career. So Connor's going to misdirect a little bit here. Great post pass. And look at the timing of that screen that Hunter Thomason just set. So Connor's going to pass it. And Hunter does a great job of screening while the ball's in the air. And that's the key to good fade cut and deliverance is timing of the screen. This is a Delta team. I believe this is my first Delta team, and we're at a league rival, Patrick Henry. And Ashton Kutcher is number 21. There's a good weak side L cut and a great shape up, reshape. And that's what it's all about right there. I thought Ashton was one of the quickest learners on how to properly shape up a chaser, as he was a really good shooter for us. I think Ashton O'Brien, another great Irish kid, is the only player who I ever coached who made back-to-back three-point shots as game winners in one season, 2 games in a row. Delta here, and we're running what we called wide, where our screeners get pretty wide off the lane. Braden Reisner, number 2 with the ball, was one of the better players I coached throughout my career. He had a quick trigger. He had one of the quickest releases. There's a great fade. Hunter showed the field goal sign. And that's what I wanted to show you right there is the pocket cut Braden made and how quick his release was. And the other thing about this team, this would have been my second year, is they transitioned from offense to defense as quickly as any group of kids I ever had. So you can see there, they've got their heads down and they are boring out to that defensive side. One of our most important aspects we taught the kids in transition defense are your first 2 steps or your first 2 strides. And you can see those guys are really striding out and bearing down. But hey, I appreciate your time. Hit that like button. Please subscribe. I hate to ask, but it helps our channel grow immensely. And it used to bother me when I would watch a program on YouTube and people would always talk about hitting the like button and subscribing. And then we started the Rust Belt Basketball Coaches Network YouTube channel, and I found out real quick we have to have likes and a robust number of subscribers for us to get some traction and be able to do some things with this YouTube channel that I think would be beneficial to anyone who wants to become a better basketball coach. So hit the comments, hit that like button, and please subscribe. Thanks again. God bless. Have a productive day.